Free comic book day, May 21st. I've got a fat stack of trades as well as some funny books here. And yeah, I'm still optimistic. I think Marvel's actually going to have a good week. But first, the trades. This is my first DC Finest. I'm a very big fan of what DC's been putting out here. And I've only ever read The Killing Joke in a library copy of the trade. So to have the full trade plus different singles that it comes with are very cool. This is the first DC Finest that I've gotten. I almost got the Superman DC Finest, but it didn't have my favorite story, Superman's Manager. I think it was issue 8 of Action Comics, and it's so silly, but it's so funny, and I don't know, it's just my favorite. So this is the first one I got because I don't have a copy of The Killing Joke, and I like that it came with the other books here to help fill in the gaps or the story. I'm not sure, but it's a great read. Also, finally, this gets me all the issues of the Green Lantern. I jumped in on Green Lantern during DC All In, and I have enjoyed it, even though I don't know quite everything that's going on. So I've been getting all the trades to catch up from all of Jeremy Adams' run, which has been amazing. And this is the final one. This is the tie-in to Absolute Power, which is a very loose tie-in. I've heard, I believe Wes from Thinking Critical say that it was actually the best Absolute tie-in because it actually tied in with Absolute Power while also moving the Green Lantern story forward. So I'm very excited for this. And man, Absolute Power was like 6 months ago, and we're just getting the trade for the Green Lantern tie-in. That seems way too long. Way too long. Image can get a trade out a couple weeks after the final issue, but for some reason DC likes to drag their feet. I don't know if they don't want trades cannibalizing singles, why they do that, but finally glad to have this. So I can read Green Lantern from issues 1 to I think 16 is what this goes up to. And that's when I started reading the singles. Last one, I'm getting all the new 2025 printings of Criminal. I started getting them and I didn't realize my comic shop had like former printings, but you know, once you start getting one series, one printing form, you kind of want to get them all because it just looks better on the shelf. So these are just great reads. They're quick reads, but you know, some of the best stuff. All right, so now on to the funny book, onto the singles. And again, this is an order of Marvel DC indies, and in the order that I want to read them. Usually it's from like best to like most excited. I wouldn't say best to worst, but most excited to least excited. I did go ahead and I wanted to start with Weapon X-Men. This has been one of my favorite things. I'm normally not an X reader, but this has been really good. I feel like the last issue just came out a couple weeks ago. I know my issue was delayed because of the Scossi variant. This one came in on time. This cover just looks amazing, and I'm just so sad that it's getting canceled because this is my favorite and actually I think only X-Men book. I am pulling Deadpool and Wolverine, but I don't expect to be pulling that after the next issue. So very unfortunate that this is not getting continued, but I will buy every issue because I'm having a lot of fun with this series. Then I'm going to go straight into this. I thought about, well, maybe I should read Fantastic Four first and then Palette Cleanser with Weapon X, but I wanted to read Weapon X first. So continuing with Fantastic Four. Again, I like the idea of what North is trying to do. The execution, I think, is off. But you know what? I'm still having a good time. I've still enjoyed all the Fantastic Fours up to here. I did read those trades up until issue 23, 24, I think, right around Blood Hunt. Then I started getting the singles, and I'm still having fun. Still enjoying it. It could be better, yeah. But it's one of those things where it's like, you know, I'm enjoying it, so screw it. Now I know I'm gonna like this one. Tony Fleece writing the theme. I've been looking forward to this one. There's another variant cover that I got because I like that little, you know, looking up, you know, almost kind of like, I wouldn't say it's an homage, but you know, you've seen covers like this or you've seen movie posters like this. I think it's very inspirational. And we've got all these villains on here. What are all these villains doing with the thing? I don't know. Probably has nothing to do with the book, but it's a great looking cover. Tony Fleece hasn't missed with me. I got to meet him in person. I got a signature on a couple books, and he's just a really great guy. And I really enjoy his style of writing. He's got a very subtle sense of humor that even though it is subtle, not too much in your face, it will knock you on your butt laughing. So I whether he brings that to the book or not, I don't know. I don't remember any of the solicits. All I saw was Tony Fleece in the thing, and I said, give me that book. And then we got Spider-Man and Wolverine. Please be better than all of the other Godzilla combinations. I think they said this is an ongoing. I know Wes said, I believe he's going to read it because of Guggenheim. Wes from Thinking Critical, and I don't know him as a writer, so I thought I'd try it out, so I tried it out. And then finally, the Straczynskis. I've enjoyed all of these so far, and Hulk and Doctor Strange. Hopefully, this one just keeps the flow going, the momentum going. I've enjoyed all the team ups. Doctor Doom and Rocket Raccoon, I think was my favorite. I think it was the first one that came out. These have been really good. Nick Fury and Fing Fang Foom was really good too. All right, and then finally we're gonna wrap it up with another Fantastic Four facsimile. This one, I believe, so now there's 2 facsimiles a month. They're running the 1 through 12, and then now they're doing the Galactus trilogy, which I believe is 48, 49, 50, 51, or 49, 50, 51. I think that 48, I don't think it came out on March 48th, so it must be 48, 49, 50. So I'm getting these as well. They also came out with the trade, but I said I want to read the singles. I want to read the floppies in its most original form. And like most facsimiles, it should have the editor's letters and all that stuff. So I'm excited to read that. All right, going on to DC, reading order. I like to start off with Absolute Universe stuff. It's wild, it's crazy, except the Absolute Flat. This is like, if I'm not in on this one, I'm gonna remove it from my pull list. Normally I try to give it a full run, but Jeff Lemire's decided to try to write this as a trade, and then they're splitting it up, and not much is happening. There is a lot of show, not a lot of tell, but I don't think there's enough tell. We still don't know what's going on. Is he time traveling? Is he, what do you call it, where you time slip and you go in the past, but nothing's changed, but your future cognitions has gone in the past? I don't know. I believe Barry Allen was the Flash, and then Wally West took it over. I don't know. There's a whole lot going on here. There's too many questions. You can do questions well while also doing more show and tell. This one is just, I don't know. So we'll see. I don't know if we will see it in my What You Read video next week. Did I like it? Did I not like it? Am I going to keep it? I don't know. I did get this variant. I know it's $1 more for the cardboard cover, which I said I wasn't going to do. But again, I already committed to this variant, so it was in my stack. Not going to make a big deal out of it. I did like this better than the A cover, though. And then we've got World's Finest. We Are Yesterday, Part 4. I'm enjoying it. What else can I say? It's really enjoying the story here. The past villains come into the present, and there are some questionable things that we ended off on, so I don't want to spoil too much about where we're going. I love that Batman yelling. What's he yelling about? And then also we've got the Batman Who Laughs. I'm not sure what's going on here, so we'll find out, so I'm excited to read that. And then finally, I was wondering, did this take a hiatus or what? Another Mark Waid book I know not a lot of people are going to read, but man, this has been my favorite Batman and Robin book. I'm enjoying this one more than the Batman and Robin run, and it's all because of, I believe it's Chris Samney. The art in here is some of my favorite. I just love that flat art, very old school, very simple. You can play around a little bit with the shadows, but I love that flat, almost not hand drawn or hand colored, but I think in the digital age, you can get a lot of real high polish, and you actually see that a lot in the indies. That highly digital polish with lots of gradients, and I was trying to pull up an example, but I don't have one in front of me. So I really appreciate Samney's art. I love his covers too, but to see him do interiors in this one is a big pleasure. And then we've got the big question mark, Superman Unlimited. Dan Slott, I think he's kind of like Mark. I think he's like a Mark Waid Jr. He's an idiot online, but he can write a good superhero book. I enjoyed Superior Spider-Man. I'm enjoying Spider-Boy. Probably a couple of books I can't think of right now that are escaping me, but I probably enjoyed some other Dan Slott books. And so the Summer of Superman special and the free comic book day, I overall enjoyed it. There was a little bit of a miss. There was like a hair in my soup. I don't know. So we'll see if we enjoy this Superman Unlimited story. Raphael Albuquerque. I'm familiar with his stuff with Mark Millar, so I know the art's going to be fantastic. Let's just see if Dan Slott can keep Dan Slott out of the story and just write a good Superman story. Vatican City going into the Indies. So excited for this one. I enjoyed issue 1 way more than I thought I would. I'm not a vampire guy, obviously not a Catholic guy, but Vatican City, great story. Love what Millar set up. I can't remember, it's a short series, 3 or 4 issues. I really enjoyed it. It was the art didn't bother me at all. I enjoyed the art on that one. Red Coat, it's just, what can you say? It's Red Coat. It's Jeff Johns writing American history. Come on, guys. I'm an American Texan. I mean, of course I want to enjoy these American stories. The Northerner was a cool, I think it was an appropriate wait to get to the Northerner. And so now that we know who he is and what he's doing, I think we got, the right amount of questions, the right amount of mystery around him. And man, when trading cards come out for Ghost Machine, oh my gosh, I'm gonna be collecting all the characters. I'm gonna get the full set. All right, last image is actually from last week. My comic shop didn't get it. It was delayed. Dynamite, Diamond, all that stuff. I know Diamond's not gonna be around anymore, so who knows when I'm gonna get the next issue. But I'm gonna read it last because I know it's good. I think Wes said it's his favorite series of the year. And yeah, these covers, these are some of my favorite covers. I wish you could still get these in foil like you could the first 3 or 4 issues. I was able to get foils of those. And League of Comic Geeks was saying that the foils are now like special order, even though they're open order and they're $100. I don't know about that, but these covers are some of my favorite covers. So I'm going to finish off the week with that. So usually I'll read the floppies first, and then I'll get to some trades. Like I said, I'm reading Superman trades right now, and then I'm probably gonna do some indie trades if I have some time. I've been doing a lot more time with Wonders of the First Salvage Mail I got, trying to do all these trades and stuff. So that is it. The book I'm looking forward to the most this week is, oh man, I already talked about Weapon X-Men. I mean, that's just good popcorn summer flicks. But let's see, what am I, and probably The Thing. Weapon X-Men and The Thing. I'm an optimist. I like Marvel. I like the IP of Marvel, I should say. I don't like the company of Marvel, but I like the IP of Marvel. It's kind of like being an American, right? You love America, you love the people of America, but you don't always love the leaders of America. And so I think, these are the 2 books I'm looking forward to this week. And I'm going to read them both tonight. So maybe it's all downhill from here. And then probably Vatican City, I'm probably looking forward to the next month. So I would say these are the 3 books that I'm most looking forward to reading this week. 2 Marvel books and a indie book. Can the Marvel meet my expectations? They're already kind of low. I just want to have a good time. That's all I want to do. Just have a good time reading some comics. I don't want to be preached at. I don't want to be reminded how bad I am or how bad the world is. I don't want to watch someone go through more existential identity crises. I just want to read a good story about a character overcoming obstacles and doing something good with their lives. Is that so hard to ask? Apparently it is. But I'm hoping these will. And then sometimes you just want to have fun watching vampires take over the Vatican. So, what book are you reading? Are you reading any of these? Are there any books that I missed that came out today that I should be reading? Like and subscribe. Comment down below. What are you excited to read this week? And I will see you guys in the next video. Tomorrow, time willing, I'm going to be reviewing Zaylan, What Kills Must Die. And also maybe see if we can spot the printing error that you keep seeing. So I'm going to review this tomorrow on the channel. Like and subscribe for that. And I will see you guys in the next video. Adios.